Party people, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Listen, um, I cannot help myself, but I kind of I'm boosted today because Arsenal they've done it again. All right, Arsenal have shown us why they are the king of the bottlers. All right, Bottle FC, Netflix FC, whatever you want to call it, that is Arsenal. All right. They had a simple job: go to the PSG and do your job, but they did it. All right. ADD in the house. What's going on, ADD? Good to see you. People, smash a like, hit the subscribe. Listen, tomorrow it is our day. Tomorrow it is United. All right. Take on Athletic Bilbao. All right. All right. What's up? ADD. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me switch this here so I can see the chat. Guys, welcome, 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 welcome. Give me a second here. Boom. I gotta go here. Yes, that. Okay, let's go. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, this. All right, there you go. I see your chat. Good to see you, bro. Dude, good to see you too. ADD, the one and only, the first one through the gate. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But again, guys, welcome everybody. Arsenal. To my Arsenal fans, V20, where you at? Come on, man. We have a V20 family member in here. This goes out to you. European champions, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. European champions, you'll never sing that. Arsenal, that's who you are. You know, the king of the bottling job. You guys should open your own bottling factory because it's very simple. Get the job done, but Arsenal seem to fail to do that all the time. Again, Patrice Evra said it's like Netflix. You know, Netflix, you're sitting there at 2 a.m. in the morning. You're like, yo, I got to work tomorrow, man. You start a show and then like, oh my God, I got to watch the next one. I got to watch the next one. Because, you expect something to change, right? You expect something to change in the next episode. But yeah, it's just going to be another episode, right? And that's what Arsenal, that's how they are, man. So I kind of feel for the fans because every year they start well. They're playing good football. They're winning matches. They're good defensively. In a way, the way they're playing, I wish United, we were sorted out and we can play like that. People, smash that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Welcome. This is Luther. This is Man United Central. Welcome. Right? What do you think about Arsenal? That's what I'm saying, ADD. That's what I'm saying. Reds on top. Let's go. Vespa 18. Smash that like button, Vespa. Welcome, welcome. Not Red Devils? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know it's Red Devils. Vespa, let us know what team you support. Smash a like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Then you're welcome. All right? Let's go. People, welcome, welcome. But yeah, listen, at this beginning segment, we're going to talk about Arsenal. All right? Arsenal, right now, they're in the mud. All right? Arsenal in the mud. Okay? Trophyless again. Ole, ole, ole. Trophyless again. Ole, ole, ole. Trophyless again. Ole, ole, ole. Yes, that's what Arsenal is singing. All right? Listen, man. Honestly, today has been a great day. I'm excited. All right. I did, it's one of those things you expect it to be this way, and Arsenal deliver. That's good because there's no surprises, right? With Arsenal, there's no surprises. You know what you're gonna get, and you get it. All right. Today, I did not expect him to go out there and put up a fight. No, I didn't. They went to PSG and pretty much gave up. Which is it's annoying, I guess, for the Arsenal fans. But honestly, I gotta give it to them. Let me just take it back. They played good football. But again, you can play good football, but what matters is, yeah, you gotta win. And you all didn't win, so it is what it is. You know what? There's always next season. Arteta deserves a lifetime contract. All right, Arteta deserves a lifetime contract. That's what I said. But I'm going to leave it here because this is Man United channel. If you want to see my Arsenal, whatever, not a rant, but talking about Arsenal, check out the live before this. I was live earlier talking about Arsenal. But yeah, back to United. Ruben Amorim said this: I still feel that this season was the worst in 40 years. Okay, we could be the worst United team in the Premier League history with the Europa League title. All right, Ruben Amorim said this on his press conference today. He had Garnacho with him. He said, we could be the worst United team in Premier League history with the Europa League title, but it won't change anything. This season has been very disappointing. Nothing will change that. All right, there are people out there feel like, okay, maybe if we win Europa, then the season would change. It would be like, all right, it wasn't so bad. But Ruben Amorim sees it. He said we're going to suffer. And he basically said, listen, it won't change a thing because we are terrible. All right. Manchester United have scored 31 goals in their season's UEFA Europa League, more than any other side. All right. Only in 2002, 2003, 32, and 2020, 21, 34 has they ever scored more in a single campaign in a major competition. Right? So again, it's one of those that you're like, okay, this is great. This is not good. All right. Alejandro Garnacho, obviously he did join that Ruben Amorim on a press conference. I was really surprised by Garnacho, man. He handled himself very well. So we're gonna dig into that more. And other thing, we're gonna talk about a new signing or a player that we signed on a professional contract. His name is Bendito Mantato, which I'm very excited that he signed his professional contract. All right, Bendito Mantato. He signed his first professional contract, which is I believe it's a 4-year contract. Exciting times. So this is good. The main reason I like the Mantato guy is the kid. When it comes to that right wing back position, Mantato kind of gives me the vibes of Quenda, right? We try to sign Quenda, but Quenda decided to go to Chelsea. Mantato is an equivalent of that. He can play that role very well as a right wing back because in the youth under 21s he plays as a winger, but he does drop down to defend very well. He's good on the ball, quick, and he knows how to progress the ball in attack very well. So we definitely we should be excited to see him, and hopefully maybe we can see some of his actions in the some of these games as we come to the end of the season, because of course Dalot is out there not available and we need to give Mazraoui a break. So I'm hoping that Ruben Amorim will give Bendito Mantato some game time. That way we can see him in action. All right. And Ruben Amorim confirms that Matthias de Ligt does not have a big issue, which is good. This was in the press conference today, but will miss both matches this week. All right. So when we should not expect to see Matthias de Ligt on tomorrow's game and Sunday's game. All right. So again, we're going to talk about the predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. So you guys just put in your head that no Matthias de Ligt. So who's going to replace him? Let me know. I'll give you my prediction. We'll see if Ruben Amorim goes with that. Aiden Heaven and Toby Collier both are still out. Toby Collier to me is a big worry because again the kid is very promising, right? The Toby Collier is very promising, but just the fact that he's been out, with this unexplained injury or whatever it is, it's kind of worrying because uh, uh, it's one of those like it's easier when an injury is identified. Then okay, after a certain while, it's going to be dealt with, and then we keep on pushing. Tommy plays. What up? What up, Tommy? Good to see you, man. Welcome. People, smash a like. Make sure hit the subscribe button. Aiden Heaven. I saw some of the on the video of the team training. He was training by himself, so we shall see if he is able to get back into the game. But of course, we're not going to see him in this game coming up or the Sunday game. All right. So that is the injury updates that we have. So basically, we have the same team that played the last game. This time around, of course, we don't have anybody new coming in. Right. We did lose De Ligt, who we were hoping that he will be available for the return leg. But the added advantage is we have Amadinho, who is going to be available tomorrow. So as you're predicting your lineup, all right, make sure you have Amadinho in the back of your head. But yeah, good looking out, Tommy. Good looking out. All right, so it's going to be like that. And of course, apart from that, we have the Ahmad being available, the Ligt not being available. Of course, as far as the back three, we do have coverage. We have Johnny Evans, we have Lindelof. So I'm thinking the predicted back three tomorrow is going to be again Yoro, Maguire, or Maguedinho, whatever you want to call him, or Magualdona, like whoever you want to call Maguire's name. Sir Maguire, he's going to be there. And I think it's going to be the back two will be Yoro, Maguire, and Lindelof. That is my predicted back three for tomorrow because I do not see any difference because I don't see us not playing Lindelof and putting Mazraoui as a back three. Ideally, it will be better to do it that way. But I think Ruben Amorim is going to utilize Mazraoui as a wing back again, right wing back, right? And then the left wing back is going to be again Dogu. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be. All right. My midfield two is going to be, again, Ugarte and Casemiro. And then my 2 10s is going to be Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho, who did join Ruben Amorim in the press conference today. And up top, Rasmus. I mean, that's basically it. You let me know if you agree or disagree. Ciao! What up? What up? I'm going to Matt if we bottle. Dude, ciao, ciao, ciao. Brother. Okay. We cannot bottle this tomorrow. It will be a complete and utter disaster. I took a day off. All right? I took a day off so I can sit here and watch this game with you amazing people. We cannot bottle this game. To bottle it, it means that these guys will come to our house, minus the Inakis and the striker, and put 4 past us. That will be the breakdown, the destruction of the ages. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Dude, I'm not gonna accept it. I'll be so there. Dude, I don't know. Will I be Amorim out or something like that? Because, there's some people who are already saying, listen, man, we bottled this. It should be like, folks losing their job kind of settings. There's no way. We are playing at home. We're going to have a new TIFO approved by Bruno Fernandes. They're 75,000 strong at Old Trafford. Come on, man. Dude. We have goals in us. We have Amadinho back. Come on, man. There's no way. We need to be, obviously, Chow, I agree with you. We need to be careful. Don't get red card. Yes. Like tomorrow, the way we've gone so hard on Arsenal today, please, Lord, let it not backfire on us because it will be a complete and utter disaster. Right? So, I hope our boys get very professional, regardless of if Ruben Amorim today said, listen, even if they don't have the Inaki brothers in their striker, Ruben Amorim called out some of the players that can play in those positions. And you know what happens is whenever the people who are supposed to be playing, they don't play, the people who come behind them, they have a point to prove. So you know these guys, whoever's going to play in those wing positions and up top in the striker position, they have a point to prove, right? So if they have a point to prove, it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be a cakewalk. So tomorrow, our guys, they need to go in there hungry. They need to go in there pissed off. They need to go in there knowing that, listen, we are at home. We cannot be humiliated here. All right? Tear them to shreds. Simple as that. All right? We go in there. We have to score first because what will happen is if they score first, our boys, we know our boys. They'll capitulate. So we cannot let them score first. We have to score first, then we'll get comfortable. But if we concede an early goal, it is going to be a disaster. All right? I don't want that. All right? Again, guys, I took a day off so I can watch this game in peace. Okay? People, I mean, it's 90 minutes away, people. We're 90 minutes away to go back to Bilbao. All right? And they've already giving us a favor that not a favor because the Inaki Williams brothers and the striker, they're injured, whatever, they're not available. So we should be able to dispatch them. We have really good squad right now. We're only missing De Ligt, and everybody else is available. They can do a job. There's no way these guys are going to beat us. There's no way. People, smash the like, man. There's no way. I will not accept that. I will lose my shit. Definitely, we need to be careful. Why didn't we get a Jan Sommer? Oh my God, JP. Why did we get Young Summer? Yeah, man, Ten Hag should be in handcuffs. Dude, Jan Sommer yesterday. Oh my days. This guy was fire. But again, okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. We got Onana because Onana with that defense in Inter, it's a good defense, right? So if they're defending well, then Onana looked like a superstar, right? Simple. He comes to United, he gets exposed. There you go. Then he looks crappy. But if you put Onana in that team, he'll perform because they don't consider as many shots and all this stuff. Dude, Inter, oh my God, the defensive work is crazy, right? So Onana was shining. That's why we went for him, you know? But again, it shows you how good Inzaghi is because Inzaghi went and picked up another goalkeeper in young Sommer, and Sommer is, oh my God, incredible. But you bring Sommer to United, exposed, yeah, he may not be the same. You know what I mean? But yo, even today, dude, Donnarumma was good. Donnarumma was good. He was good. All right. Rasta! What's going on, man? I wouldn't say that. Remember this. We've been through a rough season. We have all right to celebrate a little. Dude, I know, man. We gotta celebrate a little. Dude, me too, man. Dude, I did 2 lives. The earlier was to get on Arsenal's case. And yeah, man, we gotta celebrate, man. We gotta celebrate for sure. Because these Arsenal folks, man, I'm so glad that they're allergic to titles or trophies. Yeah. So again, if we win one, who's had a better season, right? And we had a manager in the name of Erik Ten Hag who was here 2 years, 2 seasons, whatever. He got us two trophies. Arteta, was it 5 years? 1 trophy? Dude, yeah. No wonder people are calling for his head, man. Western Saucer 025. Welcome, welcome. welcome. I like the stream. Yo, Western Saucer, thank you so much for smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe button. Welcome, everybody. But yeah, that. And listen, this story about Bruno Fernandes. Rasta, do you sell Bruno? How much would you sell Bruno for? Let me know. Football heritage. I know. And listen, tomorrow, that is what is going to get us through. All right? They're going to come into that theater of dreams under the lights. 75,000 breathing on their necks. We have a new tifo, light. Come on, man. They wouldn't know what hit him. Because they thought they can intimidate us at Bilbao, right? The whole city was out at the stadium, right? That stadium was rocking at Bilbao. So they thought, oh, you know what? United players will crumble. No, we didn't. Ruben Amorim today said, listen, when he was reviewing the tapes for this game, he only had to review the first 30 minutes because that's when we had the full 11 versus 11. After that, there was no point of reviewing that because, it didn't make any sense to review a tape to try to pick out, whatever you need to fix or anything like that if you're playing against 10 men. So it didn't make any sense. So I understood that, right? But tomorrow, we got to be disciplined. We need to be professional. We need to know what our job is. And one thing I trust about our boys, in big games, they do show up. All right? We're going to have Casemiro, the general, in that midfield, partnering Ugarte. All right? We're going to have Bruno Fernandes in the 10 position, in my opinion. All right? Leading the attack. All right? Those two, and then you have Maguire behind them. All right? Who knows where Maguire is going to be? All right? He could be in the winger. It could be up top in attack, as a 9. Whatever Maguire is going to be. Those three, they're going to get us through. All right? People, drop in the chat. What is your predicted lineup for tomorrow? The only one that will be missing is Delect. Delect is not going to be there. Drop your predicted lineup, predicted score. Let's go. All right? Rasta Socks is saying, hell no, I am not selling Bruno. There you go. Rasta, 200 million? Mihailo. What up, Mihailo? Congratulations on Arsenal for winning the We Beat Real Madrid trophy. Mihailo, I love that. And once again, Mihailo Milutinovic is saying that congratulations on Arsenal for winning the We Beat Real Madrid trophy. There you go. Big trophy, man. That's what they do. Rasta saying, and thank you for the support. The other day, I appreciate it, and it means a lot. Dude, Rasta, my guy. People, if you have not subscribed to Rasta Stocks channel, what are you doing, man? Go ahead and do that. Hit him right there with the subscribe. Hit him with the follow. Hit him with the likes on his videos on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. He's around there. So support my brother, man. Again, we're gonna do some stuff together. You may see me on his channel where we jump on there and do some lives together. So keep an eye on that. We're gonna have to work on some stuff so we can jump on. Yeah, Mihailo is saying that. Remember, Ange said always wins something in his second season. Dude, Mihailo, let me tell you this. It's been in my head the entire time. Okay. That has been in my head the entire time. So, I really hope. Bodo tomorrow? Come on, Bodo. You can turn this around, Bodo. Believe. It's only Tottenham. All right? It's only Tottenham, Bodo. Come on. Go ahead and turn this around. Nelson Silva. What up? I see you wearing a blue shirt. Now, I guess Chelsea is looking like a better team to support. Nelson, let me tell you something, Nelson. I don't like your attitude, okay? All right, here. Okay? All right, Nelson? Yes, say that again. Yeah. In your face, Nelson. I'm just kidding, man. Yeah. Let's correct that. There's no other team, man. It's always United. That's what we do, Nelson. Let's go. People smash the like, man. But yo, anyway, let's talk about Bruno for a little bit, man. Let's talk about Bruno. Uh, Ruben Amorim today on his press conference, you know, this this thing about Bruno has been very interesting to hear a lot of perspectives, right? People are saying, you know what? Uh, brother from Toronto, Maple Leaf, there you go. Just won the game, so it's all love. That's what's up, Nelson. I love it. AKS Inter versus PSG. Let's go. AKS is in the house, people. Smash a like, people. Smash a like, hit the subscribe button. Nelson, thank you so much, man. People, hit that subscribe if you've been done so already. But the whole Bruno thing has caused a lot of ruckus, right? Because people are saying, well, here's the thing, guys. The dude is going to be, 31 next year. All right. These people out here, they're about to give us, 150 million, whatever it is. They want to smash the British transfer record for Bruno Fernandes. When again are we going to get that type of offer? That's one. And again, United, we are been known to kind of hold on to our players way too long, and then it reaches a point where we cannot sell them, we're cannot make any profit. So that's one thing people will be talking about, right? Let's take the money, because if it's 150, whatever the record signing is, you can use that money to bring in maybe, like, I don't know, 5 players. But the question is, even if you get that money from the Saudis, do we trust the Sir Jim and the Glazers to actually put the entire amount into the team? No. Right? If we're going to get 150 for Bruno, whatever the amount is, it's not like they're going to put the exact amount towards the team to build our team. They won't. Right? Because some of that money will be used on the team. Some of that money will be used on, I don't know, paying the debt. Some of that money will be used on God knows what. And they're not going to do it on dividends, but it's one of them things. So we don't, I personally don't really trust them to use it towards the building of the team. But it's one of them that you're like, yo, this is a lot of money. And even if you are Bruno right now, all right, basically he will be getting 1.2, if you're like 1.2 million a week. 1.2 million a week. That is a lot of money. Life-changing money. Basically, if Bruno takes this deal, his kids and their kids could benefit from this money. It's generational kind of money. So if you are trying to, obviously we're all here to whatever we want our kids as to be able to be good as they grow up. We want to leave them something. So if you want to leave something for your kids and their kids, this is the type of moves that you would do, But again, at the end of the day, you are thinking, okay, you're Bruno. You haven't really won any major silverware. Do you want to pivot right now to go to Saudi? If you go to Saudi, that's pretty much it. You're not going to win any European silverware, right? So pretty much you're going there to say, okay, I'm going there for the money. And I don't think Bruno is that guy that is there, will be going there for the money, right? He loves Man United, no doubt, all right? He believes in what we're doing, and he believes that he's the integral part of our rebuilding. Man United also said, like, no, we're not going to sell Bruno and all this stuff. But 100%, I bet Sir Jim, Ineos, the Glazers, they are actually looking, really, they're sitting there, yo, you know what? I know we don't want to sell Bruno. Can we have a meeting and talk about this? This is a lot of money here. It's a lot of money. Let's just talk about it. Yeah, we're not going to sell him, but let's just talk about it. Let's run the numbers and see what's going to happen. I'm sure they're doing that, man. Because these guys are they're guided by money. All right, let's see what you guys are saying, man. It gets Mihailo, use the money for Bruno so you can rebuild the squad. Yeah, that's what folks are saying. Yeah, man. But Bruno Sale would say you back years during the rebuild. We need our players to have an output of numbers like Bruno, or we need three more Brunos. Yeah. How do you get three more Brunos though? We don't have money like that, right? We have money that we can generate from sales, but it's not to bring three more Brunos. We gotta bring a striker, a 10, or yeah, it could be another Bruno, a 10. And we need to get money for a defender, right wing back, left wing back, all these things that we have to do, right? So yeah. Mihail is saying, if you guys don't make Champions League, maybe you can't attract good players next season. Mihailo, the thing is about United, we're always going to be able to attract players because, this badge is very attractive. Our history is very attractive. What we're building is very attractive. The glory days will be back again. 100%. I believe it. Now, here's the thing, though. It's so crazy. The other day, I was watching Stratford Paddock. I don't know if you guys watch Stratford Paddock. The bald guy, I forgot his name. He was saying that, like Arsenal, for example. Arsenal, this is what? It's been 20 years, right? They haven't won anything. So right now, some people, for example, like myself, I've seen us lift the Premier League, right? I've seen us lift the Premier League. Could it be right now? I'm in my 40s, right? I'm in my 40s. So there's some people, it could have, like, seeing United lift the Premier League back then, could that be the last time that we see it before we're gone? Because if it's going to take another, 20, 30 years until we win another Premier League, basically, we're not going to see it again. For example, like Newcastle winning a trophy. It's been how many years since the last won a trophy? Like, I don't know, 60 years. So those are generational times, right? So, I know, it's kind of crazy to think that, we hope that in the next 3 years or something we can get it back. But it's been 10 plus years. We haven't been able to accomplish it. What makes us believe that in the next few years we can get there, right? All the teams around us, they're going to still, strengthen, right? And if we don't get it right, like, for example, this summer, the transfer window, and we don't get it right maybe next summer, then we're going to have to sack Amorim, and then we're going to have to bring somebody else in, and then we'll start the whole process again. So that kind of pushes the whole thing down the road. So who knows when we're going to win the Premier League again, right? That's why there are teams out there who haven't seen the teams lifting trophies for the longest time. Like for Arsenal, for example, that's what they're craving for. The team is playing well. They're finishing second, like this is 2 years in a row, but they just keep on bottling it. So it's one of those that when I heard dude was saying that on the paddock, I was like, man, could it be that I've seen my last Man United Premier League trophy? I don't want to believe that, obviously, right? I believe that we're going to get this thing done in the next few years here. We're going to rebuild the team, and then we're going to challenge for the biggest trophies. But if you look at in the Premier League just itself, like you look at Liverpool, City, whatever, those teams they're always going to strengthen. They're always going to be good. And we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. So I don't know. It kind of made me feel a certain way. I felt kind of sad because I'm like, oh, gosh, There's no way because, I mean, yeah, I remember the glory days with Sir Alex, but I don't want to. I want to believe that we can win it again in the next few years, but I don't want it when my son, who's now 8, by the time he's I don't know how old he's gonna be for him to see Man United lift the trophy again, and then sitting here and say, "Yo, man, I wish my dad would be here to see me, to see us lift the trophy again." I don't want that. So yeah, ideally we want to keep our best players and you know dial in and and get us to where we need to be. But I don't know, man. It was crazy, and I felt the same way. All right, I felt like when I came in here, I said I'll share with you guys, but it's one of those, man. I was like, shit, it's not good. Mihalis, if you guys, okay, Rasta is saying, I want Bruno to lift the Euro, dude. Me too. And what if we don't lift the Europa League trophy? Do you think Bruno will be like, you know what? I gave it my all. Now I can live in peace, knowing that, you know what? You see my numbers. I gave it my all in a crappy team. So now I'm gonna pack my bags and go to Saudi and make my money. You think that will happen? Or Bruno will say, you know what? Even if we didn't win the Europa, I'm still gonna sit here because I believe in the project. It's one of them. Of course, do I think that we're not gonna win the thing? Hell no. We're united, man. We win trophies, baby. We ain't Arsenal. We win trophies. Famous last words. Yes, yes, yes. Dude. We're gonna win this. Clip it, people. Come to think of it, which player don't want to play for Champions League? And yeah, exactly. AKS, we got Deadwood money to come in. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we need creative players. Yep. James Moriarty, what up? What up? Good morning, Luther. Hey, James. Good morning, sir. Jan Sommer was free to dance. Yep. Yep. We're winning at least 3 Prems in the next 15 years. Hey, listen. Guys, do you agree with AKS 97? Are we winning 3 Prems in the next 15 years? We need to win the Prem or the Champions League in the next 2 years. It's been 12 years, man. That's what I'm saying. How in the next 2 years, dude, in the next 2 years, do we see ourselves battling teams like freaking PSG, Barcelona? Dude, do you see Barcelona? Barcelona, they lost, but that team is fire. And the team is young. Do we trust Ineos to actually be able to guide us in the next 2 years to win one of them, Prem or the Champions League? Dude, I want to believe. I want to believe. I do believe we can do it. Ruben is the man to do it. Yeah, I agree. Ruben is the man. But you know what's going to happen next season? We're going to end this season in a couple of weeks, whatever we end this season. And then before you know it, we're going to go into preseason, right? When we go into preseason, we're going to have quite a few, of course, some of the players will leave, right? So we're going to have some of the young players. And I don't know, hopefully that we have Cunha by then. So in that short time period, when we go into preseason, we're going to play some games. How is our game going to change that much to be like, oh my God, automatically we're playing Ruben ball, right? So we will definitely need whatever players we're going to bring in, right? They need to be in-house, ready to go when we go to preseason. So we most likely we're not going to have those players. So there's a good chance that we'll go into preseason, play some of these games, and probably lose some of these games, and the frustration will continue, right? Because the time frame is not that long enough to make drastic changes. we hope when we get these players that we're going to be getting, he gets backed. And when we go into next season, as Ruben said, that first game of next season, we have to win it. If we do not win that first game of next season, oh my God, it is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. So, listen, man. I don't want to be the doom and gloom guy, dude. I'm the guy who I'm usually very optimistic. Honestly, guys, I'm usually very optimistic. I am still optimistic. We're gonna get this job done. All right, starting with the Europa, because the Europa will kind of give us that excitement to go into summer. Knowing that what, yeah, that's what we do. We win shit. Stuff, right? So we're gonna do that. We're still gonna win Europa, but Ruben Amorim said it's not gonna change our season. We have had the worst season in I don't know how many years, 40 years. Now, how does Ruben turn that around in I don't know a couple of months of preseason and whatever? How does he turn that around? How does he turn that where we hit the ground running next season, beating teams, smashing them to beats and whatever? How is he going to do that? Right? Because we've seen Ruben with this team right now. Yes, we're playing better football. We're not getting curved open, whatever. But it's still a lot of work. People, smash a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. JP said, Ruben is the man. AKS, we gonna come good under Amorim. Look at Klopp's time at Liverpool. I don't know if we would take less than 5 years like Liverpool or more than 5 years like idiots United bosses are. There you go. And some people are saying that the whole Bruno thing, could it be kind of equivalent like the Coutinho at Liverpool? Right? People are saying, could it be like equivalent to the Coutinho? Right? Because when he left, they made some money and they invested it well and they were able to build that team. So if Bruno, for example, he happens to go, because right now, what we hear from Ornstein is this. Ornstein says in their Man United, in their mind, Man United FC, he is not going anywhere. They'll want to build around him. And the sounding we're getting from these reports are that Bruno Fernandes is not interested in the move as things stand. Okay? He continues saying, we don't know if that will change with the sort of numbers that might be proposed, and they will become eye-watering if they really want to go for Bruno Fernandes. Eye-watering, meaning, Al Hilal, they have at least, from what we saw last time, they have at least like 500 million or something in the bag, because that's, they were trying to get Mo Salah, they couldn't get him, so they have crazy money. So whenever eye-watering, what he's saying here is, what if they keep on upping the bid? What is going to happen? So he continues saying, this is on Sky Sports, this is David Ornstein, the GOAT, all right, the GOAT himself, giving us the update. But he says, but if he wants to stay and continue his career in Europe, and Manchester United genuinely have no intent in cashing in on him regardless of their financial situation, then I imagine it's a story that will end in him remaining at Old Trafford over the summer and into next season. So again, Ornstein is the GOAT. Based on this statement here, it's not like, I don't know, the way he's saying it, it doesn't look like he was briefed on the actual status of Bruno, because Ruben Amorim, on his press conference, he had every chance saying, no, Bruno is my captain. He's not going anywhere. Right? He could have said that. But my guy, he he didn't really put, because the thing is, for those of us who want Bruno to stay, we didn't get that confirmation from the team, from the player, anybody to say, hey, Bruno is staying 100%. Right now, even this statement here is kind of, Ornstein, being the goat he is kind of being kind of a little bit of a ambiguous. He's using his expertise on the situation right now. He's not really, saying, oh yeah, for sure Bruno is staying. All right. And that's the thing. It's very strange. And Ruben Amorim, obviously in the press conference today, people smash the like, make sure you hit that subscribe button. In the press conference, you can see Ruben Amorim was briefed by, obviously, the higher up, say, hey, listen, don't put any concrete information out there. Say, hey, he's my captain. He's staying. He's not going anywhere. He's our future. None of that. He didn't say none of that. So, meaning that this thing is kind of up in the air. Tony, welcome. Right? Good to see you, man. I'm gonna even do the crew. Yeah, good to see you, Tony. Good to see you. Right? So that is again, it's very strange. This is from Ornstein, right? So it's one of them things that you are like, okay, what could happen here? I don't know. We get knocked out tomorrow, then everything changes. Right? We get knocked out tomorrow, then Bruno could say, you know what? Hey, listen, man, let me take the money. Generational money, that is, people. 1.25 million a week. Yeah, I wouldn't blame the guy. Honestly, I wouldn't blame the guy. But again, for him to take the money, it's one of them things that even if Ineos went to talk to him, hey, Bruno, listen, man, we want you here, but God, listen, this money is kind of crazy. This money can help us rebuild this team and all this stuff. So basically, they're telling Bruno, say, hey, man, listen, be the martyr. Say, hey, listen, go and play football in the Saudi. That way we can rebuild this team on your back. That's basically it. So let's see. AKS is saying we got some okay, yeah, AKS is saying we got some good young players to be our identity for the next decade. True, AKS, we have really good young players. That's another reason why we need to keep the likes of Bruno, the leaders in the team to stay, because those young players, they need somebody to lead them. All right, and Bruno, if Bruno leaves, who's going to take over the armband? Shaw? Come on, man. Who's even Shaw? Who's that? All right? Because you think, of course, when it comes to seniority, right? Shaw has been there from almost the longest. Lindelof is leaving. Who else? Casemiro, again, yeah, his game has turned around big time. And in maybe a couple of years, he'll be gone as well. So you need that someone. De Ligt, he just came in, still kind of a little bit new. So what are we doing here? If we lose Bruno, we're losing that identity in that field. Bruno is a coach, pretty much, when we're playing, because he has been watching Sporting for the longest time. He knows how Ruben lines up and whatever. That's why you always see him go home, doing one of these, go there, do all this stuff. There's some video I shared on the Discord, Bruno, like, kind of, directing, telling people where to be in the field, because obviously these players, they haven't played Amorim systems. They don't know where to position themselves, especially in the game. So Bruno is there, like, direct. So, and Ruben Amorim has always said, like, listen, Bruno is my guy. So losing him, it will be devastating for even Ruben, because you're like, okay, that's my captain. That's my guy who knows what I want on the field. And now Ineos says, you know what? Yeah, we need the money. It'll be kind of crazy, man. It'll be kind of crazy. We need to win the Premier, so that I believe 2026 will be good. Dude, JP, I hope so, man. I hope so, because I don't think the way I've seen the United community is, I don't think we can take any more of this season that we just had. It was painful. This season was painful. The only thing that will kind of calm our hearts and say, you know what, at least we got something, is the European trophy, right? And yeah, so but the type of football we've seen, finishing 15th, whatever we are, it will not be tolerated next season. And the sooner, if we start next season and we're losing games back and forth, people will be calling for his neck. And Ineos will have to, I don't know, take action, and that would be kind of sad because I want obviously Ruben Amorim to, I feel like he's the one, man. He's the one. He has a vision. He's honest. His press conferences are incredible. He keeps it real. He tells us exactly how it is. Sometimes maybe too honest, but I think he's the guy, man. I think he's the guy. 2026, yeah, okay, so that my transfer prediction are happening. I have been saying Cunha and Gyökeres since Ruben took charge. Yeah, JP, dude, from your mouth to God's ears, please make it happen. All right, make it happen. That will be Cunha and Gyökeres. Of course, with Gyökeres, I saw yesterday on my video yesterday. I think I saw the report that way. I don't know if who was it, Ben Jacobs, or one of them reporters have pointed out that the striker priority is number one is Gyökeres, number two is Osimhen, three is Delap, right? So even if we don't get Gyökeres, we fall into Osimhen. I'm happy because I know initially we were told, Osimhen is off the table, but we saw some reports. Oh, you know what? Some talks have happened. It's one of them things. So we shall see. I hope JP. I hope your predictions are correct, man. I trust Amorim to find talent to replace Bruno, but I don't know. He's not really to let go of him. Yep. I hope the Mbeumo story is true, along with Cunha signing. Yeah, dude. Me too. Mbeumo. If we get Mbeumo and Cunha as our 2 10s, that'll be fire. Honestly, I would sell Bruno for 80 million, actually. JP, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be 80, though. They're about to break the British transfer record, which was set by Caicedo, I think. Caicedo was 150 million, 115. So, Al Hilal, they're planning, if they come and we take the offer, they're going to break the record. So we're looking upwards of 100, maybe 120, that kind of thing, right? Crazy money. Crazy money. For a guy who is 30-something, next year, he's getting older, he may get injury prone all of a sudden, right? And then we're sitting here talking to ourselves, yo, man, we should have taken the money, yo. Because you know how the seasons happen, right? Because he may have a crappy season next season, and we're like, yo, people, we should have taken the money. Because next season, we're not going to get that offer again. So imagine Ineos and them, they're thinking the same way. Because last summer, Bruno was offered similar money. He went to Ineos and said, hey, I do have offers. What are you going to do? What are you going to give me? And then they were like, we're trying to make you part of our rebuilding, whatever. Bruno stayed. All right. They came back again. They want to get the guy in before the Club World Cup games, right? Because again, Al Hilal, they need that big name. Al Hilal, ever since they lost Neymar, they need that big name for that Club World Cup. So, hey, listen. How about we do, can't we do like some kind of a temporary deal, like a month deal, where Bruno goes over there, plays the Club World Cup as part of his preseason. Let's make the money, and then we bring him back. Can we do something like that? I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box here. So I don't know, man. I don't know if we can do that, but He could be one of those, but it's going to be interesting, guys. And also, they kind of Al Hilal gave us that kind of ultimatum that we need to respond by, I don't know, first week or second week of June or something before the tournament starts. So we have a very short time where we're gonna know what is happening. All right. uh, it's Tony Singh agreed. JP at more than 120. 100. Dude, it's so funny. Tony, I saw Dev. I don't know if you guys know Dev. I forgot his channel name. Funny guy. He said, "Listen, the only way I'm going to sell Bruno if they give us money to clear our debt. Okay, if they give us some, obviously they don't have a problem with money. If they can clear our debt, you can have Bruno. I'll be cool with that." So it's one of them. Especially if it means more money for the club and get some Jokeres in the squad. But then again, I was hoping for Bruno to be a part of the rebuilding. Yeah, dude. And Tony, Bruno was and is always going to be part of that rebuilding process, right? They had Bruno. They told him, Ineos told him the reason why they gave him that new contract is they told him, hey, listen, we're trying to build the team around you, right? So people, smash a like if you haven't done so already. We are not getting knocked out. 100% we're not getting knocked out. What? You crazy? We're not getting knocked out. Ruben is the guy. Wait. Ooh, I missed a lot. Not gonna, and better beat Bodo Glimt. Yep. Hala Madrid, Master Christian. What up? Bodo Glimt for win tomorrow. Yes, man. Dude, I'll be cheering for Bodo tomorrow. I do not want to face Tottenham, honestly, guys. I don't. Master Christian, Ala Madrid, Ala Madrid, Ala Madrid. Master Easy on the spam. Yeah, easy on the spam, man. Before you get dealt with. Rasta, experience and youth, I believe in that. True, Rasta. That's why we definitely need to keep Bruno, for example, right? And that's another reason why the likes of Casemiro, for me, even if nobody comes for Casemiro and he ends up staying, it's not going to be the worst case because this dude has changed his form. Dude, there was some picture. Did you guys see Casemiro, how ripped he is? I thought that joint was photoshopped or whatever. This dude has packs, just like me, like one pack. I have a one pack. I'm kidding. Casemiro had many packs. You know what I mean? So, dude looked like he went to the gym and he changed his form around. And Ruben Amorim said, listen, most of these players, if they, obviously, they know what they have to do, they apply themselves, they'll play football. And that's why now Casemiro is the first name on the sheet. And we expect to see Casemiro tomorrow. People, before we jump out of here, I need you to drop your predicted lineup for tomorrow, okay? The only player that we're going to be missing is De Ligt. Is not going to be there. So please, drop your predicted lineup for tomorrow, all right? I appreciate you guys. What if I did it again, Tony, okay? Okay, Master Christian. Why would you do that? Delight, Ugarte are the future captains. Delight and Ugarte are the future captains. Ugarte, I don't know. Delight, yeah. Ugarte, I don't know. The future captain will be, of course, Delicht or Licha. But again, Licha, I don't know. I hope he's not injury prone. Don't worry about that. Just saying out. I know. Yeah. PSG, that's Free Beats. What up? Free Beats. Said hi, 26-27 season. Oh my God. Ruben is the guy. American GK, Brentford 4, United 3. Yeah, American GK, American goalkeeper. What's up, man? Good to see you. Let us know what team you support. Smash a like, hit the subscribe button, brother. Liverpool is better. Yes, right, this season, I agree. It's unfortunate, but they are. Ada Victor would suffice. Big Six, more like bottom six. American GK, you on the wrong channel, bud. Okay, I see that. What if we got double Victor, brother? These folks won't want to face us. You have a double Victor? It'll be ridiculous. It'll be ridiculous. Um, Crystal Palace, okay, cool. Chilling in the fridge for later. Bottom six, okay. American GK, be quiet. Real Madrid is better than Liverpool. Okay, yeah. So Al Hilal is loaded. Dude, Al Hilal is loaded. Dude, these guys wanted to bring Mo Salah, man. Ben Jacobs, who is kind of stationed in the Saudi, he was saying that these guys have like at least 500 million sitting there ready to burn. So, and you know, they have their sights set on Bruno, right? Specifically for this Club World Cup. So it's one of those. They know we need money, but it kind of sets a bad precedence in a way because if we take the money, what next? They're gonna come for Garnacho. They're gonna come for Menu. They can come for anybody, any club in the Premier League, pretty much. They know. Listen, yeah, these guys have money. They'll just come and get whatever they want. Now, of course, the Saudi league right now, the way they're operating, they're trying to build their league not based on kind of stars who are kind of over the hill. They want to get those still kicking, like Bruno, for example, or kind of younger stars who has a couple of years in the system. So, yeah, it's gonna be something. If they get Bruno, they can come for anybody. And if we're gonna be guided by wanting money, then anybody's pretty much a free game. But we are united. All right, that's not how we roll. All right, we're not Everton. No offense, right? We've never been that club that say, hey, when people show us the money, we just let them go, right? We in the past we let our big names, Ronaldo, Beckham, go to Real Madrid because, of course, they wanted to go, all right. But it's not because of the money. It's not because of the money. They went there because Ronaldo at that time wanted to go. Beckham went to Real because Fergie wanted him to go, right? It's one of them things. But we have never been guided by teams flashing money on us and then we say, okay, fine, take him. No. So when we start this precedent now, we're like, okay, we're that club now. So I hope we don't get this deal done. All right. But would I be surprised if it happens? No. But I really hope it doesn't. But again, in Bruno, being from what I can see from Bruno is he hasn't won any major trophies yet. I don't think he's ready to pack up his bags and go to Saudi and enjoy his retirement yet. I don't think he's ready to do that. So I think he's gonna stay. Right? I think he's gonna stay. And I'm hoping that he could be our Modric, right? Because Bruno is fit. Bruno is hardly injured. Knock on wood. So we can always hope and pray that this guy, as we're rebuilding this team, he's able to give us another one. I don't know, 5 years as our leader. Because yes, he's gonna be old, but as you're getting older, obviously in position wise, you're gonna drop deeper in the midfield. You're not going to be a 10 anymore. Just like Scorsese, when he's getting older, he kind of dropped back in the midfield, whatever. He can still do the job. And he can still deliver because of his availability. And that should mean something. Because if you let Bruno go now, you're losing that leader. You're losing that player who's always available. You're losing your a player that will always bail you out. You're losing the fire the fighter for the team, you're losing a lot. So to replace that, money can just replace that, right? You cannot just go and find a player like Bruno. I don't know if there's a player out there that's like Bruno right now that can give us all that package. I don't think there's a player like that. So it's one of them things that you're hoping that these Sir Jim and them, they consider all that, because that's what Bruno gives you. Goals, dedication, the fight, determination, willingness to win, willingness to see this team get to where it's supposed to be. So much. And I don't think you can put a dollar amount in that, in my opinion. Spurs ain't gonna beat us 4 times. Yeah, AKS, I know. The thing is, Spursy, they kind of have our number, but I hope they don't, because again, this is Europe. It's not Premier League. It's different, right? We ain't beaten in the Premier League, so Spursy, yeah, but I don't want to play them. I don't mind them in the final. I got a 6-pack too, man. That's what's up, AKS 97. Let's go. Yeah, man. Did you see that? Do you know the picture I'm talking about, though? Right? Um, Casemiro took off his shirt, man, after the game, and then people were like, "Yo, man, this dude is ripped." Crystal Palace, dude. But AKS, I'm glad that you have the 6-pack. I got the 1-pack. All right. Chilling in the fridge for later. Okay, cool. 6-pack chilling in the fridge for later. I like that. I like that. Bottom 6. Okay, cool. Master American GT. Cool, cool. Nacho and Mayo. Bruno is Modric. I like that, man. Oh, Kroos. Tony Kroos. Yeah. He can do that. He can do that role. So, yeah, man. I really hope he doesn't. But again, Tony, give me your score prediction and your team for tomorrow, man. I didn't see your team for tomorrow. Let me know. AKS, did you give us your team, AKS, already? Yeah, people, drop in the chat. What is your team? For me, Onana on goal. My back three is going to be Yoro, Maguire, Linda Soft. My midfield four, Dogu on the left. 2 in the mid, it's going to be Casemiro, Ugarte. Ugarte is going to be a little bit advanced, right a little bit in front of Casemiro. He's going to be able to kind of go further up. Casemiro will kind of sit back. And then right wing back is going to be Mazraoui. My 2 10s, come on. It's going to be Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho, who was part of the press conference today. And then up top, the one and only, Rasmus. So yeah, that's my lineup. Let me know what's yours. My score predictions tomorrow. Man United 2. Bilbao 1. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Or AKS is Onana, Yoro, Maguire, Fredrickson. Interesting. So you are Dogu, Ugarte, Casemiro, Maz. Okay. I see you. Dude, but that's a big game. You saw what Fredrickson, Brentford kind of gave him a baptism of fire. Okay. Nice. I like the kid. But I think, to me, before I start Fredrickson, I would have to consider Lindelof. I would have to consider Johnny Evans. Both of them are fit. I would have to consider Luke Shaw. I could move Lenny Yoro on the right-hand side, right center back position, and then maybe use Luke Shaw as a left center back. Before I start think of Fredrickson, Mainu, Bruno, Rasmus, Ahmad, or Ghana. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, so you have Menu, Bruno, Rasmus, Ahmad, Ogana. That's a lot of players, man. Your midfield four is Dogu, Ugarte, Casemiro, Maz. All right. So who are your front three? AKS, you named everybody there, man. I know. I want Ahmad to start too, but I don't think Ahmad is going to be starting. Ahmad is going to come from the bench and give us that added fire. You know, Tony's lineup goes like this: Onana on goal, Lindelof, Maguire, Euro, Dogu. Okay, so back three is Lindelof, Maguire, Euro, Dogu, Ugarte, Cass, Maz. Yep, he has Mount, Bruno, and Ghana. Interesting. So you have Mount, Bruno, and Ghana. You're gonna drop Rasmus? So who's your striker? Who's your 9? Tony? Are you gonna play Bruno as a false 9? Interesting. Shaw and Delict might be subbed on. Ahmad or Garna, I can't decide. Garna gonna start then. No, and Garna is gonna start, man. He was part of the press conference today, so he's gonna start. Mount, I think Mount is definitely gonna start. No, Mount is not gonna start. I think Mount is gonna come in as a sub. Yep, Mount gonna be as a false. Ooh, Mount as a false 9. You know what? Here's the thing, man. You know, Tony, man. Tony has that crystal ball in his house. I don't know how he knows some of this stuff, man. Because that is something that nobody would have predicted. You know what I mean? That is something nobody would have predicted happening. Because ideally, yeah, I'm starting Rasmus because everybody expects Rasmus to start. So if you switch it up and you start like a Mount, then you're kind of, changing the script. They wouldn't expect that. And Mason Mount, after scoring that goal, interesting. Yeah, Mount gonna be false 9. Rasmus Ahmad gonna be subbed in. Mount gets in good position. Yeah, he does. He has that nick. Dude, Mount, that's what I'm saying. And that's what that's how he used to do it at Chelsea. He knows how to get in those positions, the cutbacks and stuff. So yeah, he could play that role 100%. Tony, you may have something there, brother. You may have something. AKA says, wait, why should Ruben change a winning team from last week? Oh, you know what, AKS? Exactly. Why? Well, to kind of keep the opponents guessing, to get them to not, because imagine the opponents are thinking like me, right? They're expecting my front three to be Rasmus, Garnacho, Bruno, right? So if that's what they're expecting, that's why he would change it and pull a Tony. He may pull a Tony because they're not expecting Mount there. And during this whole week, they've been testing Mount as a false 9 to drop back and get into those positions for that cutback and, putting the ball in the back of the net. So that could be the reason exactly why they would change it, because you got to tweak it a little bit, right? Yeah, I kind of like it. I think I like it. With the ball, wait, would he go with the same lineup? I don't think he will go with the same lineup. Because with the Williams brothers, they got their star So Tony, in case you missed it, the William brothers are not there. They didn't even travel. AKS, I mean, in the Prem, we wouldn't change. Yeah, it's true. We wouldn't change it. Sam Houston! What's going on, man? Luther, same like last week. I won with the PSG straight win. I'm happy. Almost paying off my home with sports betting. Wow. Big up to you, Sam. Big up to you. United, United, United. That's what's up. Dude, Sam, yesterday, man, when I was watching that game, I was like, man, I wonder what Sam is doing today. But I'm glad you stayed away from that game. That game yesterday was nuts, yo. So today you had PSG obviously winning. Aziz Shiz, hello, welcome. Aziz, smash a like. Let us know what team you support. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Sam, people, listen, I think Sam needs to have a class. He needs to let us know what plays he's putting. And then I can put my $5 in it and see, if we can benefit from a family member in Sam Houston getting us that money. Nah, man. One of the Williams. No, dude. AKS. They all didn't travel. You didn't see my video, man? Come on, man. AKS. Check my video in the channel where the Williams are not there. Both of them. They didn't even travel. So none of the Williams are there, and the Sachet, whatever his name is, he's not there either. That's what I'm saying. Even if you look at the video on the channel, it's like, have they given up? Have they had enough? That's why I was saying that, because none of them they're there. So it's one of them things that you're like, all right. And I hope it doesn't give us that sense of, you know what, let's hold back, because none of the Williams are there and the main strikers are not there, and we kind of hold back. What happens is whoever takes their positions, they're going to come firing. And Ruben Amorim, on his press conference, he did say he knew exactly who's going to take those positions. He called out some of those names, and he said, yeah, when they come in, they're going to be a problem. So we got to be ready. Yeah, man. Sam is on fire, Tony. Smash that like. Sam, my man. I love it, dude. I love seeing the family winning, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Big up to you, man. But the midfield is not to be overlooked. Yeah, the midfield is good. Aziz, waiting for MU trip down to Asia this the 28th of May. Okay, Aziz, that's what's up. What part of the world are you watching from, Aziz? Let us know, man. Make sure to smash a like, hit the subscribe button. Welcome. Tony said 4-2 United. Dude, you think we want to smash them that much? Dude. I just hope we score the first goal, man. I cannot handle the stress. If they score the first goal, I cannot handle the stress. People, we'll be doing a live watch along here. If you have time, jump in. I told my folks at work, listen, I'm going to be sick tomorrow. So I won't be coming to work. All right. If you need me, check my channel. I'll be there. All right. So, but yeah, I'll be here doing a live watch along. So hope you guys can jump in here. Let's do this. Damn, we trashed the Williams out of the club. I know, man. We trashed them out. Dude, they got scared. Malaysia's in the house. Aziz, what up? That's what's up. That much of a smash. MUFC Glazers out. What up? Welcome. Tomorrow will not be stressful day. I don't think so, man. I'm affirming it. Yes. It will not be, because I'm telling you, even the last game, man, I was not that stressed, man. It's gonna be straight up. All right. Malaysia is here, bro. There you go. MUFC Glazers out. Welcome, Malaysia. Welcome. Make sure you smash that like button. Hit that subscribe if you've been done so already. Malaysia, let us know, man. What is your score prediction? What is your team prediction? Come on. MUFC, let us know. Aziz, let us know what's your team and your score prediction for tomorrow. All right, let's go. But yeah, definitely it's gonna be an interesting game tomorrow, man. But yeah, I just want also to hear from the from Bruno and everybody to say, listen, he ain't going nowhere. We haven't heard that yet. All right. But Ornstein was saying that Bruno is not going anywhere. United want to entertain offers, let alone his departure. They want to build around him. This is according to the GOAT himself, Ornstein. So, yeah. Ruben Amorim was asked about, guys, you guys saw, what's his name? Arsene Wenger talking about, yeah, United, we've been so poor, we shouldn't really be in the Champions League, right? If you win the Europa. Ruben Amorim said, these are the rules, and the rules are that if we win Europa, we go to the Champions League. So we just follow the rules, all right? Amorim is he was talking about that comment by Arsene Wenger saying, hey, the rules need to change. If it's a Champions League, it really should be the champions playing. Whatever, man. Wenger. Let's see, 2-1, 3-2. Yep. So let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, Arsenal lost. I just want to remind you all. So Alejandro Garnacho needs one more goal or assist before this season ends to equal Ronaldo's record of 25 Premier League goal involvements before the age of 21. That is crazy. Garnacho, 91 appearances. Ronaldo, 82 appearances. Yeah, Garnacho is on track. Is he going to give us the numbers like Ronaldo? No, but he's right up there. Right up there, man. And the kid handled himself very well in the press conference. I gotta say, I was really surprised. Very composed. English was very good. He explained himself very well. So that was pretty cool to see him doing his thing. Let's see what else we got going on, guys. Other news: Bendito Mantato. Remember that name, Bendito Mantato. He has signed his professional contract for Manchester United. All right, this kid. All right, this kid is. Let's see. He signed, I believe, it's a 4-year contract. Let's see if I can find the thing. I think, yeah, he signed a 4-year contract. His first professional contract. So Mantato, he's one of those players that, the contract is through 2029. It's according to Fabrizio Romano. He's one of those players. We lost. We couldn't get Quenda in. Mantato is like that. So if you think about Quenda, think about Mantato the same way. He's been a little bit injured for the under 21s, but they see him to be that player that can fit very nicely in a Amorim setup. All right. Of course, he plays more as a winger, but he can play as a wing back. I believe in the right right wing back, even the left wing back. Right. So this is a good signing, and for the future, again, I'm sure this kid, we're gonna see him quite a bit. On that right-hand side, especially. He definitely has huge potential. He has huge potential. No one complained when Frankfurt won Europa League while finishing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. AKS, nobody complained. And now, even Arsenal themselves, man, it's crazy. Bro, did you talk into Barca's second leg already? My God, dude, Barca's second leg, dude, that game, Barca's second leg versus Inter. Dude, it's one of those games that, right? When you watch, you're like, you know what? I'm so glad I love football because you got to witness how football should be played, right? Two teams going at each other, toe to toe. No one is sitting there, oh, I'm just going to sit defending. I mean, it was incredible. And basically, Inter, a team with not so many big names, whatever, the players were kind of older, but they were, oh my God, this team was fighting. The team was fighting. It was an incredible goal, incredible game, incredible game. I don't remember the last time I watched a game like that, dude. I was sitting here thinking like, oh my God, Barca got it. It kind of is one of those like, you know what? Yeah, man, with Rafinha, the way he's playing and everything, Lamine Yamal, it's kind of written in the stars that these guys are going to win this. They're going to go all out and maybe win the whole thing. It will be like a treble or whatever. And then Rafinha is going to be the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, Inter were like, yeah, okay, over our dead bodies. Golly, man. Inter. Yeah, it's true. AKS, Inter showed Barca who is the real boss. Yeah, men against kids. 100%. Dude, they had Mkhitaryan in them, in that team. Mkhitaryan, ex-United. Damian came in. The guy who scored the equalizing goal, the dude is 37. Come on. Yo, I'm telling you, Inzaghi, incredible. And Inzaghi, he sells Onana, he brings in young Sommer. Oh, young Sommer. He was, dude, it's one of those like a goalkeeper. You're like, yeah, today's not a day I'm gonna lose. All right, dude. There's that one. It was like a 2 against 1, right? It was Barca. I don't remember who it was. They cut the ball back to whoever was on there, and it was a tap in. Young Sommer was like, nah, not today. I'm like, yo, dude. Oh my God, I love that game. It was incredible. Tony said I had to watch the first game again. Too. Son was watching highlights with me, so I showed him the first game too. He loves, yeah, man, he loves them. I'm sure he was gutted by Lamine Yamal losing, but he's young. Lamine Yamal, he's gonna win something. But Lamine Yamal was, again, the energy that Barca's players have. They never said die. They kept on pushing. They kept on fighting. Dude, I don't know how you can do that 120 minutes, continue like to go at that level. It was incredible. It was incredible. Yeah, they went extra time, right? I think they did. I don't remember. But anyway, it was one of them games. It was one of them games that you're like, yo, this is mad. It is mad. But yeah, big up to Inter, man. I don't know. I remember you guys. I did mention something like Inter. To me, I always felt that it's one of those underdog teams that kind of slide under behind the scenes and get all the way to the top. And that's them. And I wouldn't be surprised if they win the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised because um, PSG, yeah, they're good in attack, but Inter, their defense is very solid, but they also can hit you in the counter and all this stuff. They break so quickly. They break so quickly. It's just crazy. So, dude, the final is gonna be incredible. The final will be incredible. But yeah, man, that game, yo, it was Lautaro. Yeah, Lautaro Martinez. Yeah, man, proper World Cup winner, proper captain performance. I mean, Lautaro Martinez. Yeah, 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 and dude, and that guy, what's his name? Uh, 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 is it Frimpong? No. What's his name? The winger, wing back, whatever his name is, um, who scored that overhead goal. It's not German Frimpong. Dumfries. Dumfries. Yeah, man. Dumfries. Oh my gosh. Yo. Denzel Dumfries. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's what you see, whenever, especially these last four teams, watching them, and then I kind of think of our United. Whenever I look at our team, thinking that can they raise their game to that level to deal with these kind of teams? It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Because the level of football that we've seen in the Champions League quarterfinals, I mean, it's incredible. The pace, the coordination, the ball playing, the interchange of positions, the attack, defense, goalkeeping. It has just been amazing. It's been amazing. So whenever I equate that to our United, I'm like, yo, I don't know how we're going to get to this level. Yeah, man. AKS is saying he's a machine, but Frimpong is more energetic. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't mind any, dude, me too. I wouldn't mind any of them at United. But I think Dumfries is kind of up there in the age. So if anything, will be like a Frimpong kind of thing for United. Yeah, man. But it's crazy. But yeah. But anyway, you know what, people? Let's end it here. Tomorrow, let's get this win. All right. Tomorrow the game is at 3, sir. So Tony, game is at 3 tomorrow. Let's get this win. Oh my gosh. I just want us to score first, man. All right. Let's score first and enjoy the game. All right. It's not gonna be a light work. We need to be focused the entire time. But we'll get it done. When we see each other tomorrow, same time, same place, we'll be sitting here. Most likely I'll have my shades on. You know, be like, yo, light work. Let's go back to Bilbao, baby. Let's go back to Bilbao. So listen, people, you've been legends. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for hitting the likes and subscribing. I will see you all same time, same place tomorrow. You guys, thank you. We're gonna battle tomorrow. Yeah, let's battle tomorrow. United. All right, let's smash them. Dude, we gotta smash them. We gotta send them an example. And we hope Tottenham bottle it like Arsenal. You know how London teams are, man. All right? So hopefully Tottenham bottle it and Bottle comes back. But it doesn't matter, man. Whoever it is, we are united. All right? We're going to get it done. All right? People, you guys, thank you so much. Stay blessed, everybody. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.